Welcome back to Crafting Crazy Beautiful, guys. Today we're going in with making resin pens. And today what you will need is the Ink Joy pen. We use the black ones. You can use any color. UV resin of your choice. A Dremel or a sanding tool. Some Mod Podge. Glitter of your choice. Wooden dowels. And silicone sleeves, which I will have linked in the description, because I'm not even sure if they're actually called silicone sleeves. But we're going to link them in the description. So the first thing that we always want to start with is taking the pen apart. Once you take the pen apart, the next thing that you're going to do is you're going to make that pen smooth. So as you can see, I've taken the clip off of it, and now it, has some bumpy parts. So we are going to get our Dremel, at least that's what I call it, and we are going to sand this down until it is smooth enough for us to begin our pen. Okay, so now that we're done sanding, we're going to go in with some paint. I am using the Shock paint from Counterculture DIY. That's where I purchased it. And I like this paint because this paint goes on pretty well. Like the first coat sometimes is enough. And maybe two, but definitely not more than that. And it just looks really good. And the color is just nice and opaque. Like you don't have to worry about it being translucent and looks great. So I'm just going to go ahead and paint that on there. And then we're just going to make sure that we have complete full coverage over the pen. So once you're done with your paint and you let it dry, then you're going to go in with some Mod Podge. I like to sometimes mix my paint with the Mod Podge. I feel like it just makes the coverage better. You do not have to do this. So we're just going to go on with the Mod Podge, and then we're going to immediately go in for some glitter right behind the Mod Podge once we have the pen completely covered. Now, we started off with this one glitter, and as you can see, I was kind of having a hard time of getting it to stick. So we decided to go with a different glitter instead. And I have another video showing you how we got that chunky glitter to actually stick on a different pen. But so we're going in with the red because this is our delayed Valentine's Day theme. So we're going in with the red. And we just put the Mod Podge on the section that we needed it on. You didn't have to Mod Podge the whole entire pen because you weren't doing the whole pen at that time. And then we're just going to go in with the other colors. Now, with the Mod Podge method, sometimes you need to go over the color more than once. Not always, but sometimes, because sometimes you can kind of see through that glitter to that background. It will help. For instance, you see how I did the red bottom. If I had painted the bottom part red, it would have been had better coverage, pretty much. So that's a good option, is to paint the bottom part the color that you want to go in with. So now you see me going in with the UV resin. Now, prior to the UV resin, this was not on video, so I apologize. I actually spray sealed this with acrylic sealer, Rust-Oleum 2x acrylic sealer. So we're going in with the UV resin now, guys. We're going to make sure we get a good coverage, but we don't have to have too much because we're going to do it more than once. But we're going to get as much good coverage on that first coat as we can. And then we're just going to put it in our UV light. I run it through a couple different times to ensure that I got a really good cure on that first layer, because if you didn't, it can cause an issue. So once you've done enough cures and everything feels good and nice and smooth, then you're going to go in with your vinyl decals, which I just showed you. And, that's simple. Now, you don't have to make your own vinyl decals. You can buy some from the dollar store. The dollar store has these cute stickers, and you can hook your pen up with some stickers. So if you don't have a Cricut machine, don't fret. Go to the dollar store, grab you some cute stickers, and you can still do this project exactly the same. You can grab some letters, put whatever words you want to put on there, and it's no problem at all. So as you can see, we're going ahead and putting it on there. We're using the transfer tape. With certain parts of it, I use just the little dental tool to adhere certain pieces because I feel like I didn't need the transfer tape. And that's pretty much it. That's the gist of it, And once you're done adhering your vinyl decals, then you're just going to go in with some more coats of the UV resin. You want to make sure that it's pretty smooth and that you don't feel the lettering. And then once you're done curing and everything's nice and smooth, then you want to just go ahead and put the pen together. And all you're going to do is just put it in exactly the way it came out. So you put those two bottom pieces together, slide those in, slide the pen portion in, and then screw on the top. Using this method has the least amount of mess, in my opinion, and the least amount of cleanup for the pen. In a case where you were maybe using the UV resin method to glitter the pen, you might have gotten some UV resin on the inside of the pen while glittering, and then it requires a lot of sanding on the inside. But whenever you realize that, maybe your pen has some UV resin in it, just sand it out. These pens didn't have any, so we did not have to worry about that at all, which was great. So it was kind of like a no muss, no fuss type of thing. But I do like the Mod Podge method for the glittering portion and then allowing that to dry more than I like going in with the UV resin and glitter. I also feel like the glitter is just clearer. And these pens came out great. So I'm loving them. Are you guys loving these pens? If you do love these pens, they are on discount in the shop right now because they are my Valentine's Day pens. But thank you guys for joining this video. If you like this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps our channel out. In the meantime, don't forget to live your crazy, beautiful life. Bye.